Have you ever wondered how ancient prophecy and modern genius might converge to reshape our destiny? Imagine a future where the visionary brilliance of Elon Musk and the commanding influence of Donald Trump intertwine with timeless biblical truths to forge a miraculous blueprint for a new Jerusalem. In this epic narrative, technology meets divine inspiration, and the boundaries between mortal ambition and celestial purpose blur into a tapestry of mystery and revelation. What hidden secrets lie behind their unprecedented alliance, and how might their divergent paths spark a transformative journey toward redemption and eternal promise? As whispers of prophecy echo through the corridors of power and innovation, every question beckons deeper reflection, challenging us to reconsider our understanding of fate, faith, and the divine. Prepare to embark on a captivating odyssey where every revelation draws you closer to an enigmatic future, inviting you to witness the birth of a sanctuary where the sacred and the modern coalesce in extraordinary harmony. In a time not far removed from our present existence, as twilight settled upon a world fraught with uncertainty and yearning for meaning, a mysterious blueprint was revealed in the heavens. It was a revelation born on wings of prophecy, echoing through the corridors of ancient scripture and resonating with the heartbeat of a nascent era. Amid the clamor of modern society, a divine message emerged, a call to construct a new Jerusalem, a sanctified city where the divine and the mortal would converge in eternal harmony. This sacred design, inscribed in cryptic symbols and allegorical verses, hinted at the emergence of two pivotal figures whose destinies were inexorably intertwined with the celestial mandate. One was destined to be a visionary, a modern prophet, whose innovations would mirror the miracles of old. His luminous mind would be a beacon of hope amid the encroaching darkness. The other was to be an earthly guardian, a powerful leader whose influence and legacy would challenge the very foundations of human ambition. As the celestial scroll unfurled its enigmatic verses, the winds of destiny stirred, inviting the chosen to embark upon a perilous quest of faith, innovation, and redemption. Every stone of this divine blueprint was laid with the promise of bridging the mortal and the divine, setting the stage for an odyssey that would transform the very fabric of existence. Under the luminous glow of a starlit sky, a singular voice echoed through the corridors of destiny, calling forth a man whose intellect and fervor had long captivated the imagination of the masses. Elon Musk, a name already synonymous with radical innovation and unbounded ambition, found himself gripped by an inner stirring that transcended the boundaries of science and reason. In the quiet solitude of night, as he contemplated the mysteries of the cosmos, a revelation descended upon him like a divine epiphany. The vision was not one of mere technological progress, but of a sacred mandate to reforge humanity's future. Musk perceived this celestial summons as an invitation to harness technology as an instrument of divine providence, a means to build a city that would echo the ancient promises of salvation. In his mind's eye, futuristic architectures intertwined with the timeless symbols of Scripture, and each innovative breakthrough resonated with a purpose far greater than commerce or personal acclaim. The call was clear: to lead a band of modern disciples toward the construction of the New Jerusalem, where miracles of science and wonders of faith converged. As he set forth his plans with fervent determination, his heart brimmed with both awe and trepidation, aware that the path ahead was fraught with challenges. Yet, the vision burned with a celestial intensity that could not be ignored, promising that every circuit, every design, was ordained by a higher power, a power that sought to rewrite the destiny of mankind. In the midst of the visionary fervor ignited by divine revelation, another formidable force stirred within the realm of mortal power. Donald Trump, a man whose career had been defined by an unwavering command of political authority and an unyielding drive to shape society, found his destiny inexplicably intertwined with the sacred blueprint. With a legacy marked by bold decisions and controversial triumphs, Trump embodied the raw strength of earthly governance, a strength that, until now, had been confined to the corridors of political power and economic might. Yet, as the ancient scroll of prophecy unfurled its cryptic message, it became evident that his role was far more complex than a mere political figurehead. His journey, laden with the triumphs and trials of a modern ruler, was destined to converge with the divine narrative of the New Jerusalem. In the sacred design, he emerged not solely as an arbiter of terrestrial dominion, but as a custodian of a legacy that straddled the line between the temporal and the eternal. His every decision, every maneuver in the realm of public life, carried echoes of ancient kings whose destinies were forever marked by divine intervention. As the tension between the old order and the emergent vision grew, Trump's presence became a focal point of both admiration and scrutiny. The interplay of his formidable power with the luminous promise of divine innovation set the stage for a profound ideological confrontation, one that would test the boundaries of faith, the allure of ambition, and the ultimate cost of reconciling mortal desires with celestial mandates. As the celestial design began to permeate the hearts of the faithful, a haunting and transformative dream emerged. A dream that transcended the realm of sleep and wove its way into the very fabric of collective consciousness. In the quiet hours of twilight, visions of a radiant city began to appear, bathed in ethereal light and steeped in mystery. This prophetic dream revealed the New Jerusalem rising majestically from the darkness, its soaring spires and intricate designs symbolizing a future where divine wisdom and human ingenuity coexisted in sublime harmony. The dream's imagery was laden with ancient symbols and cryptic allegories drawn from sacred texts, hinting at a destiny that had been foretold since the dawn of creation. At the heart of the vision were two distinct figures: the celestial visionary, represented by Elon Musk, whose radiant intellect illuminated the path toward innovation, and the steadfast guardian, embodied by Donald Trump, whose formidable influence lent gravity to the mortal realm. Their roles, though contrasting, were essential to the fulfillment of this divine prophecy. The dream posed profound questions to all who beheld it. Could the integration of technological marvels and timeless spiritual truths bring forth a new era of enlightenment? Was the New Jerusalem destined to be a sanctuary where the eternal and the ephemeral converged? As these questions echoed in the minds of the dreamers, a sense of urgency and wonder permeated the air, compelling them to seek deeper meaning in the symbolism of the vision. The prophetic dream, shrouded in mystery and laced with divine promise, served as a clarion call for the faithful to embark on a transformative journey, a journey that would ultimately reshape destiny itself. In the wake of the prophetic dream, a powerful movement began to coalesce, a diverse congregation of souls united by a shared yearning for transformation and a profound belief in the sacred promise of the New Jerusalem. Across distant lands and through digital corridors, individuals from every walk of life responded to the divine call. Inspired by Elon Musk's visionary proclamation and the stirring presence of an ancient destiny, a new fellowship emerged. This congregation of modern disciples embraced both scientific progress and timeless spiritual truths, melding advanced technology with the ageless wisdom of sacred scripture. They congregated in virtual forums and intimate gatherings, their discussions brimming with reverence for the divine and fervor for innovation. Every conversation, every debate, was imbued with a palpable sense of purpose, a determination to reconstruct society upon the pillars of faith, unity, and enlightenment. As the disciples scrutinized every detail of the celestial blueprint, their collective resolve grew, transcending cultural and ideological boundaries. Even as whispers of Trump's influential role reverberated through the corridors of power, adding complexity to the emerging narrative, the disciples remained steadfast. They saw in the convergence of these two contrasting figures the unfolding of a cosmic drama, a drama that demanded sacrifice, hope, and unwavering dedication. United by a belief that each technological breakthrough and every spiritual insight was a divine stroke upon the canvas of destiny, they prepared themselves for the arduous journey ahead. With hearts alight with expectation and minds sharpened by the promise of revelation, they stepped forward, ready to build a future where the sacred met the modern in a harmonious dance of renewal. As the movement surged forward, the path to constructing the New Jerusalem became increasingly fraught with trials that tested the very essence of belief and perseverance. The journey, though lit by the promise of divine revelation, was punctuated by moments of doubt and peril. External forces, skeptics, detractors, and shadowy entities, sought to undermine the luminous vision that had captivated hearts worldwide. Elon Musk's innovative breakthroughs, once heralded as modern miracles, were met with suspicion and relentless scrutiny. Critics questioned the ethics of intertwining technology with sacred prophecy, casting a pall of uncertainty over his divine mandate. Simultaneously, the formidable presence of Donald Trump stirred controversy in the corridors of political power, as traditionalists challenged his shifting allegiances and his willingness to embrace an otherworldly calling. The ideological divide deepened, with factions emerging that polarized supporters of progress from staunch defenders of the status quo. In this crucible of conflict, every act of faith was subjected to severe testing. The disciples found themselves at the crossroads of conviction and despair, their inner strength challenged by the relentless barrage of external adversity. Yet, within these tribulations, a deeper truth began to emerge, a truth that the journey itself was a sacred test, one designed to purify and fortify the human spirit. Each setback, every moment of anguish, was imbued with the potential for miraculous redemption, a reminder that the road to divine fulfillment was rarely smooth. In the face of mounting opposition, the collective resolve of the faithful only grew stronger. Their struggles, echoing the trials of ancient prophets, became a testament to the enduring power of hope and the unyielding determination to see the divine blueprint realized, no matter the cost. Amid the tumult of strife and uncertainty, a sacred covenant was forged, a binding pact between the visionary and his followers that promised to reconcile the realms of science and spirituality. Under the weight of divine inspiration, Elon Musk convened a solemn assembly of his closest advisors and disciples. With unwavering conviction, he proclaimed that every technological breakthrough and every scientific marvel was not merely a product of human ingenuity, but an echo of celestial design. This covenant of innovation was a solemn promise to honor the timeless truths embedded in ancient scripture while harnessing the limitless potential of modern technology. It was a pledge to construct the New Jerusalem as a sanctuary where each invention served as both a practical tool and a symbol of divine grace. The disciples, moved by the profound significance of this alliance, committed themselves to the cause with renewed fervor. Their hearts swelled with the belief that they were part of a greater cosmic plan, a plan that would culminate in the creation of a city where the spiritual and the material coexisted in perfect harmony. Even as voices of dissent, rooted in the rigid dogmas of conventional power, attempted to disrupt this sacred union, the covenant stood resolute. Meanwhile, Donald Trump, ever the embodiment of earthly authority, observed these proceedings with a mix of skepticism and reluctant admiration. His own journey, steeped in the complexities of political ambition, was being irrevocably altered by the divine energy that now suffused the movement. In embracing this covenant, the faithful found a renewed sense of purpose, a shared commitment to build a future where every act of innovation was a deliberate step toward manifesting a destiny ordained by the heavens. With the covenant of innovation firmly in place, the monumental task of constructing the New Jerusalem advanced to its next phase, a phase marked by the erection of towering walls that would serve as both a physical and spiritual bulwark. These walls, envisioned as much more than mere barriers, were to be the living embodiment of divine destiny. They were conceived as fortifications of hope, resilience, and unwavering faith, destined to encircle a city that would rise as a beacon of eternal light. Architects and builders, inspired by the union of modern technology and ancient symbolism, labored with both scientific precision and spiritual fervor. Each stone was meticulously carved with sacred inscriptions, each brick laid with a prayer for redemption. The process was as arduous as it was transcendent, evoking images of ancient citadels described in holy texts, citadels built to withstand the onslaught of chaos and darkness. As these walls ascended toward the heavens, they resonated with the collective aspirations of a people determined to honor a divine mandate. At the same time, the legacy of Donald Trump loomed large, a reminder of the enduring influence of mortal authority. His contributions, though steeped in the pragmatics of power, had been indispensable in mobilizing resources and galvanizing support for this unprecedented undertaking. As the sacred walls grew higher, every segment laid served as a testament to the intricate interplay between earthly might and celestial purpose. The construction of these walls, imbued with both tangible strength and ethereal symbolism, signaled a turning point in the journey, a moment when the promise of the new Jerusalem began to materialize before the eyes of a world hungry for hope and redemption. As the sacred walls of destiny soared toward the heavens, an undercurrent of tension began to ripple through the emerging society. A division arose, one that separated the realm of divine inspiration from the domain of earthly power. The visionary fervor of Elon Musk, fueled by an unyielding belief in a celestial mandate, clashed with the entrenched ideologies embodied by the legacy of Donald Trump. This schism was not merely ideological. It was an existential rift that challenged the very foundations of the New Jerusalem. On one side, the disciples of innovation, intoxicated by dreams of a luminous future, embraced an era where technology and prophecy converged. They envisioned a sanctuary built on the principles of transformation and renewal, where each breakthrough was a testament to divine creativity. On the other side, those anchored in the old order clung to traditional power structures and familiar doctrines, wary of relinquishing the control that had defined their existence for generations. This division created fault lines that ran deep, fueling debates that were both passionate and polarizing. The tension permeated every aspect of daily life, from the strategic decisions of the leadership to the whispered conversations in crowded halls. The dichotomy between the spiritual and the material, between the promise of a new beginning and the comfort of the familiar, threatened to fracture the very unity that the New Jerusalem depended upon. As the city's construction pressed onward, the ideological divide deepened, leaving many to wonder if the convergence of two seemingly disparate worlds could ever truly be reconciled. In the midst of this turbulent era, the faithful were left to ponder the price of progress and the inevitable challenges of forging a destiny that defied conventional boundaries. In the midst of escalating tension and ideological strife, dark forces stirred in the shadows, determined to halt the unfolding destiny of the New Jerusalem. These forces, the fallen and the defiant, emerged as harbingers of chaos, intent on unraveling the divine tapestry that had been so painstakingly woven by fate and faith. Their wrath was ancient in origin, echoing the timeless narratives of celestial rebellions recounted in sacred lore. As the visionary ideals of Elon Musk and the established might of Donald Trump clashed with the forces of dissent, the very air grew heavy with foreboding. Rumors of treachery and subversion spread like wildfire among the disciples, sowing seeds of mistrust and disarray. The dark adversaries, cloaked in enigma and driven by motives as old as sin itself, exploited every fissure in the united front of the faithful. Their machinations were subtle yet insidious, aimed at destabilizing the spiritual and technological synergy that underpinned the New Jerusalem. In every whispered doubt, in every act of defiance, the specter of the fallen loomed large, threatening to engulf the dream in a tide of despair. The wrath of these adversaries was not only a physical challenge but also a profound spiritual trial, one that tested the resolve of every believer and the very integrity of the divine blueprint. As the forces of darkness marshaled their power, it became painfully clear that the path to redemption was fraught with peril. The coming storm promised to test the mettle of the visionary, the guardian, and every soul who dared to believe in the miraculous union of heaven and earth. As the tumult of conflict reached its zenith, the veil shrouding the true nature of the New Jerusalem began to lift, unveiling secrets long concealed within the ancient annals of prophecy. In the flickering light of revelation, the faithful discovered that every element of the divine blueprint was imbued with a profound symbolism, a tapestry of mystic codes and allegories that linked the destiny of humankind with the eternal truths of Scripture. The sacred texts, once considered relics of a bygone era, now whispered secrets of a future replete with miracles and cosmic destiny. Elon Musk, driven by an unquenchable thirst for understanding, meticulously deciphered these esoteric inscriptions. He came to perceive that each breakthrough in technology, each innovative idea, was not merely an act of human creativity but a deliberate step toward fulfilling an age-old prophecy. His insights transformed every circuit, every design, into a symbolic fragment of a grand celestial mosaic. Simultaneously, Donald Trump, ever the stalwart of earthly authority, found himself compelled to confront the deeper implications of these revelations. His long-held notions of power and control were challenged by the realization that his legacy was inexorably linked to forces beyond mortal ken. As the layers of secrecy peeled away, the emerging truths prompted a profound introspection among the disciples. They began to see that the New Jerusalem was more than a physical edifice. It was a living testament to the convergence of divine inspiration and human endeavor, a revelation that invited them to question, to reflect, and ultimately, to embrace the intricate interplay of destiny and free will. Each unveiled secret acted as a beacon, guiding the faithful ever closer to a comprehensive understanding of the sacred plan, and setting the stage for the next phase of their transformative journey. In the wake of the astonishing revelations, the narrative of the New Jerusalem ascended to a transcendent plane, as the once disparate realms of the divine and the terrestrial began to converge in a miraculous synthesis. A bridge, both literal and symbolic, emerged as the conduit between the ethereal glow of heavenly promise and the tangible achievements of modern civilization. This bridge was conceived as the very embodiment of unity, an architectural marvel designed to merge technological prowess with the ageless wisdom of Scripture. Under the visionary guidance of Elon Musk, whose every endeavor was now seen as an act of sacred innovation, and with the cautious stewardship of Donald Trump, the construct took shape. Engineers, architects, and spiritual scholars worked side by side, melding cutting-edge science with time-honored symbols of faith. Each arch and pillar was meticulously designed to resonate with divine energy, a harmonious blend of digital precision and ancient artistry. The bridge's intricate network of circuits and arches pulsated with the promise of a future where the boundaries between the celestial and the mortal dissolved. For the citizens of the emerging New Jerusalem, this structure stood as a tangible reminder that the gap between heaven and earth was narrowing. It was a beacon of hope, a pathway inviting every seeker to traverse the divide and partake in the eternal covenant. As the final segments of the bridge were completed, the collective heart of the community swelled with anticipation, eager to cross over into a realm where destiny, innovation, and faith converged in perfect harmony. With the celestial bridge completed, an ethereal resonance filled the air, a harmonious echo of ancient prophecies long foretold in sacred texts. The very foundations of the New Jerusalem vibrated with the timeless cadence of divine truth, as if every stone, every circuit, was a testament to a destiny preordained by the heavens. These echoes were not mere whispers from the past, but powerful clarion calls that reverberated through the hearts of the faithful. They spoke of an era where the miraculous union of modern technology and age-old spiritual insights would give birth to a new world, a world where every human endeavor was intertwined with the divine. Elon Musk, whose innovations had become conduits for these celestial murmurs, recognized in them a validation of his sacred mission. Each breakthrough, every visionary act, resonated with the ancient promise that the Creator's plan was unfolding in real time. Meanwhile, Donald Trump, a figure long associated with the exercise of temporal power, found himself drawn into the spiritual narrative that now imbued every aspect of existence. The echoes of prophecy transformed his understanding of leadership, suggesting that true power lay not solely in dominion over the earth, but in the capacity to serve as a bridge between the mortal and the divine. In this profound moment of clarity, the people of the New Jerusalem stood united, their spirits lifted by the harmonious blending of prophecy and progress. The city, illuminated by the timeless words of the past and the innovative brilliance of the present, became a living testament to the belief that destiny, when guided by faith, can indeed reshape the fabric of reality. In the midst of the rising hope and the ethereal harmonies that permeated the New Jerusalem, a formidable challenge emerged, a siege not waged by armies of flesh, but by the relentless onslaught of skepticism and doubt. Critics and detractors, steeped in the doctrines of conventional wisdom and rigid rationality, banded together to question the validity of a project that dared to merge the miraculous with the modern. Their voices, sharp with cynicism, echoed through corridors of power and within the hearts of those still clinging to the old ways. They argued that the integration of divine inspiration with technological innovation was an act of hubris, a dangerous transgression against the natural order. As these skeptics mobilized, their resistance took on a life of its own, fanning the flames of discord and threatening to undermine the unity that had been so painstakingly built. Elon Musk's visionary claims, once hailed as groundbreaking, now faced a barrage of criticism, while Donald Trump's evolving role was scrutinized for any sign of weakness. The siege of the skeptics was a test of resilience, a challenge too. The very notion that the New Jerusalem could exist as a sanctuary where faith and progress coalesced. Amid this tempest of doubt, the disciples of the divine blueprint rallied, drawing strength from the ancient prophecies and the sacred promise that had ignited their journey. Their resolve, tempered by the fires of adversity, became a beacon of hope for all who believed that the ultimate truth lay in the convergence of the divine and the modern. Even as the storm of skepticism raged, the faithful held fast, their eyes fixed on the horizon where destiny awaited. When the siege of skepticism threatened to engulf the burgeoning hope of the New Jerusalem, an extraordinary moment of divine intervention shattered the darkness, a moment when the heavens reached out in a display of iridescent power and benevolent grace. In the midst of fierce opposition and internal discord, the celestial realm responded to the unwavering prayers of the faithful with a burst of miraculous clarity. It began subtly, with a sudden hush over the tumultuous voices of doubt, as if the very air had been cleansed by a holy wind. Then, in a radiant cascade of light and revelation, signs of the divine manifested in ways that defied all human logic. Elon Musk, standing at the forefront of the visionary movement, experienced an overwhelming surge of inspiration, a revelation that transformed every technological marvel into a symbol of divine purpose. At the same time, Donald Trump felt the weight of a transcendent calm, as if the divine had chosen to temper his relentless ambition with a wisdom far beyond mortal ken. Ancient scriptures, long dormant in the recesses of time, flared to life with newfound relevance, guiding the hearts of the faithful toward unity and hope. This miraculous intervention was not a mere reprieve, but a transformative event that realigned the destinies of all involved. The light of divine favor dispelled the shadows of doubt and reconciled the disparate forces that had threatened to tear the project asunder. In that luminous moment, every soul, whether a fervent believer or a cautious skeptic, felt the undeniable presence of the eternal, reaffirming that the journey toward the New Jerusalem was part of a plan far greater than any single human ambition. In the aftermath of the divine intervention, a profound reconciliation began to take shape, a delicate merging of powers that had once stood in stark opposition. The visionary genius of Elon Musk and the formidable authority of Donald Trump, symbols of the new and the old respectively, embarked on a journey toward mutual understanding and collaboration. Their disparate paths, once riddled with conflict and discord, slowly converged as they recognized that the fulfillment of the New Jerusalem's destiny required a harmonious blend of innovation and governance. In a series of heartfelt dialogues that echoed the ancient acts of forgiveness chronicled in sacred texts, both leaders began to see the wisdom in uniting their strengths. Musk's relentless drive for technological advancement found balance in Trump's pragmatic approach to leadership and resource mobilization. Their reconciliation was not without its challenges. Old grievances and deeply entrenched ideologies clashed, yet the shared vision of a transcendent future prevailed. This union, forged in the crucible of adversity, became a powerful testament to the idea that true progress is achieved when divergent forces work in concert for a common cause. As the faithful observed this delicate dance between the celestial and the terrestrial, their hope was rekindled. They came to understand that the New Jerusalem would stand not as a monument to any single ideology, but as a living symbol of unity, a beacon of light where the innovations of the modern age were inextricably linked to the eternal truths of the divine. With the reconciliation of powers marking a pivotal turning point, a palpable transformation swept through the heart of the New Jerusalem, heralding the dawn of a truly unprecedented era. In this radiant new epoch, the fusion of visionary innovation and ancient wisdom gave rise to a society that transcended the boundaries of what had once been thought possible. Under the enlightened guidance of Elon Musk, whose every technological breakthrough now shone with the luster of divine inspiration, and the reformed stewardship of Donald Trump, whose pragmatic leadership was tempered by newfound humility, the city emerged as a living tapestry woven from the threads of faith, hope, and progress. Every structure, every digital network, and every human endeavor within the New Jerusalem bore testament to this remarkable convergence of the sacred and the modern. The inhabitants, a mosaic of dreamers, scholars, innovators, and seekers of truth, embraced this era with open hearts, marveling at how ancient prophecies were being reborn in the language of science and architecture. The city's streets hummed with the vibrant energy of possibility, while its sacred spaces offered refuge and reflection for those yearning for a deeper connection with the divine. In every moment, there was a sense that the eternal was no longer confined to myth or scripture, but was manifest in the tangible achievements of a society determined to rewrite its destiny. As the new era unfolded, it became increasingly clear that the journey toward the New Jerusalem was not merely an architectural or technological triumph. It was a profound spiritual renaissance, an awakening that promised to transform humanity from within. As the New Jerusalem reached the zenith of its transformative journey, whispers of an impending final trial began to circulate, a challenge that would test the very foundation of the sacred covenant and the unyielding spirit of its people. This ultimate trial, cloaked in the enigmatic language of prophecy, emerged from the shadows as a formidable test of faith and unity. The city's inhabitants, having weathered previous storms of dissent and division, now braced themselves for one last confrontation, a trial that threatened to shatter the delicate balance between divine inspiration and earthly ambition. Rumors of internal strife and external adversaries swirled like a tempest around the New Jerusalem, prompting both visionary leaders and humble disciples to question whether their sacred mission could withstand such a decisive challenge. Elon Musk, ever resolute in his pursuit of a destiny ordained by the heavens, steeled himself against the encroaching doubts, drawing strength from the profound revelations that had guided him thus far. Likewise, Donald Trump faced the looming trial with a measured determination, aware that every struggle was an opportunity to reaffirm his commitment to a higher purpose. In every whispered prayer and every act of courageous defiance, the people prepared themselves for a test that would demand the utmost perseverance, compassion, and unwavering belief. The air grew thick with anticipation as the final trial approached, a moment destined to either shatter the dream or cement the new Jerusalem as an eternal beacon of hope, unity, and divine grace. In the midst of mounting tension and the hush of impending destiny, the long-awaited moment arrived when the final prophecy was fulfilled with a celestial blaze of glory. All across the New Jerusalem, the echoes of ancient scripture converged, with the triumphs of modern innovation creating a symphony of light and purpose that resonated in every heart. In this climactic hour, Elon Musk emerged as the embodiment of divine ingenuity, his visionary feats now irrefutable signs of a higher design at work. Simultaneously, Donald Trump, whose journey from earthly power to a guardian of the new covenant had been fraught with challenge, stood as a living testament to the transformative power of redemption. The city, bathed in a radiant glow that transcended mortal understanding, symbolized the harmonious fusion of technology and spirituality. Every monument, every illuminated pathway, and every whispered prayer testified to the fulfillment of a destiny foretold since the beginning of time. In that sacred moment, the boundaries between the human and the divine blurred, and the New Jerusalem shone forth as a sanctified realm, a beacon of hope and a promise of eternal renewal. The prophecy, once confined to the annals of ancient lore, had been brought to life, affirming that when humanity dares to embrace the divine, miracles are not only possible, they are inevitable. As the radiant light of the New Jerusalem bathed the horizon in hues of eternal hope, the final chapter of this transcendent saga unfolded with a profound sense of fulfillment and introspection. The city, a miraculous convergence of divine prophecy, technological marvels, and the unyielding spirit of its people, stood as an everlasting testament to the power of faith, innovation, and unity. In the quiet moments following the fulfillment of prophecy, both the visionary leader, Elon Musk, and the emblem of earthly authority, Donald Trump, reflected upon their intertwined journeys, realizing that their roles were not adversarial but complementary in the grand tapestry of divine intervention. Their once disparate paths had merged into a singular narrative of redemption, reconciliation, and hope, a narrative that had inspired countless souls to seek a higher purpose beyond the confines of mortal ambition. The New Jerusalem had emerged as a sanctuary where sacred truths met modern ingenuity, and where every trial, every innovation, had been a stepping stone toward an eternal promise. Asterisk if you have journeyed with us through this epic saga of divine revelation, technological wonder, and spiritual triumph. We invite you to join the conversation. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and share your thoughts or personal experiences in the comments below. Thank you for watching until the very end, and may the light of the New Jerusalem guide you always toward a future filled with hope, unity, and divine grace.